So guys, this is my weekly report for August 31st. I'll tell you a little bit about what I've been doing this week. Went up to Union Valley. The fishing wasn't red hot. We hooked like 12 the first 3 hours, boated 9. Then it got really tough at the end of the day. We weren't even marking anything. Then I went down to the Delta, and obviously we killed the bass. I mean, we had probably 40 or 50 bass, but nothing really big. I went with Bob Prinzel, a friend of mine, and only had one striper. But the fishing otherwise, like today, you see in the rods, we're up here at Pardee having a ball. There's a fish on. Roger, get the fish. So we got double hitter right now. We got one on this rod. We got one on that rod. You're on your own, Roger. Bring them in. But it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we've already caught over probably 35, 40, throwing back some small ones. But if you plan on come up here at Pardee, you might want to call because they're going to close next Tuesday. They're going to close a little early this year. The graph has been really lit up. Warren's trying to put the camera on the video. See the fish, all the marks? There's a ton of fish here at Pardee. But if you want to go, you better get up here because they're going to close on Tuesday. So other than that, I mean, being red hot out here kokanee fishing, like right here, check it out. That's the biggest one this guy's caught all day.
Don't believe it.
He's been hot stick today. So, but anyway, the kokanee fishing up here has been fantastic. We got another one on this rod over here. Check that rod out. See it bouncing? There's a fish on. But we're just going to drag him. So when you're dragging it downrigger, you see your rod bounce like that, that's usually an indication of fish on. So other than that, look in the area, the bluefin has kind of been a hit and miss. I mean, guys are going out and it's been just so-so. One day they're catching them, next day there's nothing. But the rock fishing out there in that 300, 350 feet has been just off the hook. A lot of big lingcods are being caught in that 15 to 25 pound class. A lot of them. There's a lot of charter boats. I know Cal Don 2's been going out there, and there's probably some of these other 6-packs are going to be making that run because the fish are just very abundant and they're big. So other than that, you come in rock season, don't forget the shallow one just opened like a month ago, but they're going to be closing again. It's going to close on September 1st. So you can't fish shallow. So because of those krill fish or whatever they are, but there's a shortage of them, so they're closing the shallow water rock fishing. I'm pretty sure you could still fish in 300 feet or deeper, but you might want to check the regs. Other than that, halibut fishing has been really good too. I mean, they're still catching tons of halibut. If the weather's nice, you could go out there on the north bar. They seem to be a little bigger, dragging anchovies. I don't know if how much longer the bait receiver is going to be open, but you know, you might want to call around and check to see if they're still going to have live bait available. Other than that, inside the bay, friends of mine went last week, caught limits of halibut inside the bay, especially around Alcatraz. It's been really good there. So you could catch halibut pretty much in the bay or outside the bay. The stripers have left the bay and the ocean, and a lot of them are already starting to come in. So one of the hottest areas right now has been Rio Vista. So Broad Slough, Rio Vista, the West Bank, been red hot. Mark Wilson and those guys been trolling in 15 feet of water and been catching, you know, having 30 to 50 fish days. And the size are getting bigger. I've been catching them in Liberty, but I haven't been getting any big ones, maybe 8 pounds on the bigger side, but most of them are just keepers, but they're in really good shape. So there's a lot of stripers in the system. They're still catching a lot of sturgeon. Some of the guys are still taking clients out for sturgeon. They're still catching quite a few sturgeon in the system. Other than that, we're going to come in, and like I said, the Delta's been on fire for bass. It's finally broken wide open, where, you know, I was out there the other day catching them flipping. We were punching them. I was catching them on charter baits and spinner baits. So pretty much you could probably go out there and catch a lot of bass doing anything. The lakes have been really good. Folsom's been excellent. Don Paganelli has been taking clients up there. having no problem catching a lot of bass, and also Berryessa. But I know this time of the year, you know, Orville, Shasta, any of the lakes around here, Comanche, you could go out and do a number on the bass. It's just that time of the year. Once our weather starts cooling off, like this end of this week, we're supposed to only get in the high 70s and the low 80s. It's going to make the fish bite like crazy because the days are getting shorter, weather's cooling off, and they know they have to feed up for the winter. So no matter what kind of fish you're going after, you shouldn't have any trouble catching any. Go back to kokanee. You know, I'm out here at Party now, but you know, if you're going to come here, make sure you call and make sure they're open. Muller's Bar, my brother was there yesterday. They caught quite a few, and they're actually getting bigger over there. They're like 12 to 14 inches. Union Valley is a little tougher, but the fish are a good size. Stampede, I heard, is still really good. Whiskey Town's real good. So basically, you could go out. Usually they start turning now because they're getting close to their spawning time. So they're gonna start hooking. The males are gonna start losing their scales. But you know, that's just this time of the year. Trout, you know, we grafted tons of them on the surface here at Pardee, but we're not fishing for them. I'm sure you could catch them because Big Nate's been coming up here catching them, and he's been doing a number of big trout at Comanche still, catching them on downriggers down to 50, 60 feet. Other than that, haven't heard too much about the crappie fishing. Crab season opens on November 6th. I think it's actually the first Saturday, and
You got one?
I think I got a fish on. So yeah, I'll reel this one in backwards. That's how good I am, Roger.
Yeah, you are backwards.
So I got a nice kokanee. Anyway, if you guys are headed out fishing on,
There's another one over
I
there.
got another one. Oh man!
There he is.
Oh, another backwards fish. Oh, I just got a double. Ain't that something? So anyhow,
The first two of the day.
so anyway, don't listen to these guys. So anyway, if you're out on your way fishing on Saturday mornings, you can tune in on 1140 on the AM dial on California Sportsman's. This Saturday, I'll be in the studio with Kent and Seps, giving you guys all the information that's going on, talking to local guides, and just giving you basically what's going on. So when you're headed out there, you know whether you're going in the right direction or not catching any fish. So also, please hit that like and subscribe button because it'll help my channel out a lot. And if you want to leave me a comment, you can leave a comment and I'll get right back with you in 2 or 3 days. I have some clothing wear coming out like this. This is going to be my logo. I'm going to have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats available. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but probably online first, just through email and stuff. So just watch out for it, and I'll let you guys know. I'll see you guys next week.